Hey guys, Kathy Brown here at Victory Fitness Center, and I've got back with me Jeff, who we interviewed a couple of months ago. You can look on the back wall here, you can see how much Jeff has lost and all of his great accomplishments. Awesome job. It's just such an amazing accomplishment, and the word, this picture paints 1,000 words right here, so we are just super overwhelmed and really happy for all the stuff that you're doing. And I see him in here all the time working out and pulling some really good weight and squatting and doing a lot of things like an athlete, and it's just really exciting to see him just take this to a whole new level. But we have like a lot of you guys out there, and we know a lot of the members, a lot of potential members, and even those of you guys that are sitting at home struggling, wanting to lose weight and not sure, how do I get started, what do I do? That's kind of why we have Jeff here, and we are running a program, also a Biggest Loser program, because we want to give somebody a jump start on how to get in here, lose at least a good amount of weight to get you motivated, because once you start losing the weight and you're motivated, you can kind of keep going with it, and that's kind of really the important part. And Jeff has shared with us before in the last interview that that was really his thing. He started losing weight, and that was really kind of what motivated him. So I want to ask Jeff to address you guys on like how, what to do when you're faced with like, I really need to lose a lot of weight and it seems like impossible. What it is that can just get these guys in the gym, and help them kind of kickstart this.
Honestly, everything that's in your cabinets right now that you know is a trigger, throw it all away. And then buy fresh, clean food, and then doing it that way, you're right there is the first step.
Okay.
And then just getting, like you said, getting to the gym is literally, that's pretty much 80% of the job right there.
Yeah.
So, doing that, try to just get in that mindset. And it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to literally take deep breaths, just to get, focused into that mindset, and then you just do it. So, buy that clean food,
Water.
Exactly. Drink lots and lots of water. Now, I've seen some people, they'll work out and then they'll go home and drink Gatorade, but there's a lot of calories in that Gatorade, and there's a lot of sugar in that Gatorade.
Yeah.
So, if there's times where, you feel like you are going to cheat, there's a good thing to have water, because you're flushing that completely out of your system instead of, like milk, juice, that's all going to stick to the walls of your stomach, And honestly, staying consistent in the gym, honestly, is the biggest key. And it's scary, but if you just stick to, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can eat all the junk in the world. Yes, it's going to cause you to, sustain, there for a while, or bloat a little bit, but, you're still going to there's going to be no time for fat to start building up, because you're going to be burning so many calories going those days.
Yeah, good. So basically, just keep going. Even if you make mistakes and
Exactly.
fall off the wagon, still come into the gym 3 times a week.
Exactly.
And that way, you at least got that going, and don't beat yourself up for little small failures.
Exactly,
right?
because I have failures all the time, but I know if I just come in here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my mind shifts. So after that workout, I'm like, all right, I want to get back on track, and I want to eat clean again. So.
Good. All right, that's great advice. Also, what about maintaining it? Like, we've been. How long has it been now? What, 6 months?
Since I've lost completely all of the weight, I'd probably say it's going on probably about 3 or 4 months now.
Okay, all right. And so the last 3 or 4 months, because like we were talking earlier, a lot of times when people start their diet, they start exercising, they get results. Maybe it's just 20 pounds. You're like start to see the results come off, and then you go back to your old habits, right? You're like, back to my old habits. I gained back my 20 pounds, maybe 25 pounds, and that happens over and over to a lot of people. And then they find themselves really at that point where now they're hundreds of pounds overweight, and that's what we don't want to do. We want to avoid that. But since you've come in and you've lost like a significant amount of weight and you've stuck with it and just doing a fantastic job, how do you keep yourself from doing that same thing? I know when you talked earlier, you said you do make some mistakes, but tell me a little bit about that.
Honestly, they don't recommend it, but having a scale kind of keeps me on my toes. Yeah, it's not healthy mentally to weigh yourself every single day, but when I find myself shifting and kind of eating comfortably, I try not to go anywhere past 190. Okay. 188 cut off. I'll stop whatever I'm doing, and then I'll get back on track, and then that weight will just fly off within 3 or 4 days. That's how I know that's water retention. It's not fat or anything, because there's a lot of people worried, with the holidays coming, Thanksgiving, I ate all the pie, I ate all this food, and I've gained 10 pounds. I promise you, it is clinically impossible to gain fat that quick. You're bloated, so shifting your mind back to get on track, it's going to fly right back off, and you'll be back to where you started. So honestly, I mean, if you can, keep a scale, don't weigh yourself every single day, but just, keep your eye on it. If you feel like you're kind of, okay, I'm getting up there, get back in the gym, get back on track, and that, that's what helped me. Because as soon as the numbers go up, I mean, higher than what, I'm normally used to, it's just kind of like just a creature of habit. It just, my mind just, all right, I'm going back to where I was. And that's what's helped me.
Yeah, and I think that, like, this is really good advice, because a lot of times, we want to give everybody all these formulas, like, do these 10 things and you're going to lose all this weight and all this, because it's not the same for everyone. But one thing that I think is the same for everyone is everyone goes through times where they fall off. They just, they eat the wrong meals, they haven't been to the gym for a week, and they beat themselves up over, like, oh my gosh, well, I'm just going to go ahead and wait till after the holidays, or I'm going to wait till January, and then I'm going to start my workout. And that's the worst thing they can do.
Right.
They need to get it right.
Yeah, my mind's gone there a couple times, kind of like, oh, well, it's December, why don't I just eat what I want until that's right there is where it'll get you. But I mean, if you like, I try to recommend taking cheat meals at least twice a month. That way, when you are going to cheat, the next 24 hours is the most crucial. I tell everyone, if you are going to cheat, come in the next day. Don't eat anything in the morning, just get on that treadmill, because when you're doing that, you're burning all the fat from last night than what you just ate that morning.
Yeah.
So therefore, that's also, what helps me, because, my metabolism has kicked up so fast that it doesn't have time to just sit there. It's out of there. So, that's what helped me a lot.
That's called fasted cardio.
Yeah. HIIT cardio,
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, thanks. I think that's going to be it for today, you guys. We just wanted to bring Jeff back and kind of give you guys a little bit of encouragement. Biggest Loser is going to be starting here January 15th, and we are now have open enrollments for that. And if you want to come in and get signed up, you get 8 weeks of coaching. You're going to get weighed in. You're going to get accountability, which is really important. And then also we're going to be doing some special boot camps. And then one of those boot camps, we're going to be featuring Jeff coming in, having a little Q&A, just being able to have you guys ask him some personal questions that might be helpful to you. So we hope this has helped you today. And we hope to see you here at the gym, and get signed up if you are interested in doing that Biggest Loser. Thanks, Jeff.
No problem.
All right.